Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to On Track with Micha, your go-to podcast for quick weekly motivation to keep you moving toward your fitness goals. I'm Micha Powell, Olympian coach and your accountability buddy for this journey. If you joined us last Friday, you crushed the challenge of taking your first step. Whether it was 5 minutes of walking, jogging, or running, that step matters. So let me be the first to say, I'm proud of you. Today, we're taking things up a notch and talking about finding your rhythm. We'll explore why rhythm is key, not just in running, but in life. And I've got a new challenge to help you lock in that groove. Ready? All right, let's do this. Let's start with a question. What does rhythm mean to you? For me, rhythm is the heartbeat of running. It's that perfect moment when your breath, your stride, and your mind all sync up. And suddenly, running feels effortless, like a moving meditation. But here's the thing. Rhythm doesn't happen by chance. It's something you discover over time. And it's different for everyone. Some people find their rhythm through music, some through the sound of their own breath, and others by zoning out into nature. So the key is figuring out what works for you. Let me break this down. Rhythm in running isn't just about feeling good. It has a real impact on your performance and your enjoyment. So first thing, when your rhythm is dialed in, your body moves more efficiently. You're not wasting energy fighting against yourself. The second, rhythm can turn into a flow state. Instead of thinking, when will this be over? You're simply in the moment, letting the miles fly by. And third, finding a rhythm helps you stay consistent. When running feels less like a chore and more like a dance, you're more likely to stick with it. Let me share a quick story back when I was training for my first international race. I struggled to find a rhythm and I was so focused on everybody else's pace, constantly overthinking my form and my breathing and my splits. One day, my coach from university said to me before a big meet, and he could tell that I was overthinking. He said, "Stop thinking. Just use those levers and swing your arms. Find that rhythm and run with it." At first, it felt kind of weird, but it clicked. I stopped worrying about perfection and just let my body find its natural rhythm. And guess what? That race turned out to be one of my best races. So what's the lesson here? Rhythm isn't something you force, it's something that you feel. All right, here's today's challenge. I want you to go for a 10-minute rhythm run. So first, start with a steady pace, not too fast and not too slow. Pay attention to the sound of your breath and the pattern of your feet hitting the ground. If you're into music, pick a song with a beat that matches your pace. And if you prefer silence, listen to the rhythm of your surroundings or birds, even the wind, or your footsteps. My go-to song is Pump It by the Black Eyed Peas, and it's really because of the forward beat. It just brings me back to a place when I was young and I used to make up dance routines in my basement, and I just loved that rhythm I would get into. So remember, the goal isn't to run hard, it's to run smooth. By the end of the 10 minutes, you should feel like you've just settled into a groove, a rhythm that feels natural and sustainable. Need a little extra help? Okay, here's another tip. Breathe with intention. Match your breathing to your steps, like a 3-2 pattern. Inhale for 3 steps and then exhale for 2. Rhythm is as much about the mental game as it is the physical one. So be patient and let it come to you. Before we wrap up, a big shout out to our sponsor, Athletic Brewing. If you're looking for a delicious non-alcoholic craft beer to celebrate a great run, they've got you covered. Don't forget to use the code ONTRACK20 for 20% off your first order. Cheers to running strong. All right, friends, that's it for today. Remember, finding your rhythm is about more than just running. It's about moving through life with balance and flow. So lace up, take on that 10-minute rhythm run, and let me know how it goes. Use the hashtag #OnTrackChallenge to share your progress and rhythm playlist with me. I'll be shouting out my favorite posts at the end of the week, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode. We'll be talking about embracing the small wins because every step forward deserves to be celebrated. Until then, stay motivated, stay consistent, and as always, stay on track.